Good morning, sir, and welcome to another day of the video diary. How's it going? It's afternoon, it's about 2 o'clock now, and I've already had one lecture and a tutorial today at 9 o'clock. I kind of got up and I've now decided I can't, it bugs me only having a shower at night, so I'm having a shower in the morning now as well. Got up, and because of that decision, that relatively late decision, I ended up going relatively late to lecture in the sense that I missed breakfast. I didn't even have my cup of tea. How are you supposed to start a day on a cup of tea, you know what I mean? So I went to a lecture, my god is that lecture so exhausting. It's just information burned into your face. It's like it's just getting a blowtorch and just burning it into your eyes. It's far from a nice relaxed lecture, jeez Louise. So yeah, we did that, and then we went to our group coursework. We've been organising our group coursework now. We've had a week to, I say a week, we have definitely had a week. We've had a week to organise and recover requirements. Basically, we're a software development team developing a personal organiser for a mobile phone. That's essentially what the project is. So we've been looking for system requirements and what our system should do. So yeah, that's fun. Lol. We did that for a week, which basically means we had a week off. But now we're back on the ball, and we're in thingy. I've taken a relatively managerial role of this one. Not quite. We're still a team of peeps. Team of the peeparoos, but I've been organising people around, trying to take advantage of people and letting people who don't really have a lot to do, letting people who don't really do a lot do less, so that it doesn't just bring down the entire team, and then we'll just mark them down for it later. But otherwise, after that, and I kind of like my group. I'm not going to lie to you. My current coursework group's a lot better than the last one, I think. I don't think any of them watch this. It's definitely a lot better than my last one. Everyone seems a lot more willing to put in some work. And the idea is that we're going to finish the first half of the spectrum this week, or by the beginning of next week. No, not this week. In 1 week's time, or by 1.5 weeks, because we have our programming in. So that might take some time away from us. But otherwise, we split up all the entire tasks. I've taken quite a sizable chunk of this section, but then otherwise we've split it so that people only have relatively small things to do, basically. And I've been spending the past hour or so. Have you got 2 tasks? Have I written them both down, or am I blind? There we are. Just save that again. Bloody hell! That just literally took me an hour to make a Gantt chart in friggin' Excel. It's not the nicest friggin' software in the world to do it in, but it's the best I've got. Here it is. We've got all our tasks up here. Start dates. How long it's supposed to. How long it should take. How many days more than what it should take do they have to complete it, and then here's the chart of all the stuff. Obviously the green bars can shuffle along, and then it's all fun. So yeah, bloody hell, it took ages to format that beast out. Jesus Christ, I don't know of any other software either that's good for making Gantt charts, at least that isn't like Microsoft Project and costs about £500. But otherwise, I've been sat here, been burning through this. I wrote some lecture notes up. I'm checking my emails now. I've bought Father's birthday present, which is Duke Nukem on the PlayStation 1, because he used to really like Duke Nukem. Trying to organise a day that me and Emily can go and film a video together in London over Easter maybe. And I'm about to have my din-dins. I've got a lecture, well technically a lecture in about 10 minutes, but you're only supposed to go to it if you're a noob and you don't know what you're doing. So I'm actually going to give it a miss this time. And I'm thinking of grabbing a bite to eat, but I don't know what, because I don't think I've got a lot to eat, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then go to the other half of the lecture, which is the non-newbie part, which is the actual lecture as opposed to the how to work Java lecture. And then after that, I'm going to come back here. It'll be 4 o'clock by that point, so I'll come in, I'll have like an hour of programming, cook, eat, program. There's a party here tonight for Hattie's birthday, and I'm thinking of removing myself so that I can program and / do some coursework group work. I might do some coursework group work now actually, just get some out of the way. I've got a free hour. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my lair. Peter isn't here yet. We just had my din-dins, and we've obviously had the lecture and stuff. Let me put the lights on because you can't quite see me very well. Yeah, boy. This is my layer. I haven't even got shoes on. This is the way we friggin' roll in computer science. I'm under my jumper. I'm sitting down to some programming now. Just had din-dins. Thingy has just gone out to go get some food. Peter has. He's gone out to go get some food, and then we're going to come and have a programming sesh. We are, and we're going to try and get all of the things we can done before before the party starts tonight. Hopefully. I'm literally logging out. I'm multitasking like a boss right now so that we can. But here we go. I'm going to be programming on my laptop because the keyboard is a dream compared to this. Bloody look at that. It's archaic, that. Yeah, I know I'm signed into Chrome. Deal with it, yeah? God, you're very oh, look at you. Just load up my other devices so I can steal my thingies from Atlas. And I'm going to be programming on there, and I'm getting up everything I need to see on here, and I've got my little Dummies Guide to Java there. Then Peter's going to sit opposite me, I think, or I don't know. He hasn't set up yet. I don't think he's on a laptop. I think I've stolen his computer, actually. Oops. Right, so by the end, or I say by the end of this evening, in a couple of hours' time, I want to be able to have a game logic thing that loads the map, randomly positions a player within the map, on a non-wall space, obviously, supports messages which fulfill the game rules, which are all in this other document here. I won't bore you with reading them. And then you need to create a play game class, which uses command line interface, CLI, to interact with the user. And then tomorrow we're going to start the bot class, which is when an AI character plays with you. Right, let's get a groove on. Let's see if I can get some music on these big speakers, actually. On the projector speakers. Because I can do everything else with it. Why not? Shit, yeah. Thank you, Gilbert. Figured it out. Well, Gilbert told me. Hey, where are you going? Still programming. It's about 1:30 now. I keep getting confused. I've left my whiteboard at home, obviously. I keep getting confused. I'm in a different room, by the way. Lol. Peter, who was in East Building, Peter comes in. We're like, right, let's do some programming. Starts bloody DJing on my bloody iPad, doesn't he? And I'm like, Peter, what are you doing, man? We need to do programming. Coursework. You know, that coursework, the programming. It's like, yeah, he's just on Spotify, queuing up crappy songs. Jeez Louise. Man, my iPad. Right, look, Peter, we're moving, we're going to Lovelace. He's not here now, lol. I'm just like bad talking him. He's probably watching. Hi, Peter. Alright, Peter, we're going to have to move to Lovelace. They haven't got a sound system here. It's nice and quiet. Apart from the sound, the revving of computers, which are eco-quiet. No, they're not quiet. It might be servers, actually. I wonder if the servers are near here. They might be. Yeah, because it's another... Ooh. It's probably the ventilation, actually. I'm a liar, because we've got no windows and stuff in Lovelace. So, yeah. Yeah, so we moved in an attempt to stop distracting Peter, and then because Peter's on the other side of campus and Lovelace is on the other side of campus as well, so I'm like, look, we'll go there, and then when you go home you don't have to walk as far as I do. What I've been doing is I haven't really got much progress done. What I've done is I've readjusted everything that I've done. I've changed the format of everything so that it works properly. I realised that I was creating the memory of the map inside a function so that I couldn't access it once the function had ended. I needed to make it global, but I needed a global array set before any code is run at a size that I don't know until the code's run. So I've been trying to figure out how to do that. I figured it out now, I think, but I'm now getting a weird thing where I've got X and Y the wrong way round or something, and it's not quite working very well because Y seems to be the wrong way round. I've messed it up somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where. Peter got to about the same stage I have, and now he's gone home. He's got an earlier start than I do. So I'm trying to figure out where this thing is, and I'm trying to call it a night as well, because I want to get back. Well, I'm going to blame that line. Jesus. It's going to change everything. Friggin' God, I always do this. I've changed it all now, and now it's erroring even worse. Ugh. Right, where's the message mark? I made it say, oh shit, if something goes wrong. So it's here that it's going wrong. XY, line at character X, which means the numbers are the wrong way around. The initialization is the wrong way around. No? No? Figured out what I'm doing wrong. Jeez Louise. Oh God. Right. What I was doing is I was changing focus. I was changing these two figures here, thinking that this would make a difference. It's these bits. That's where it matters, douche. So I've changed it the right way around now. Hopefully this works. Do you want to watch it with me? No, I don't want you. Wait, problem fixed. Okay, so basically what I've been doing is I realised, I told you this, haven't I? I realised I was creating it in the wrong area, so I then moved it out, which is why I've essentially spent however many hours I've been spending here, and not much has happened to the damn game in the first place, although I can move that now because I figured that out. Clear. Boom. I think I got myself in a rut, and Peter's just gone, which is why I started vlogging again. And I think Peter leaving and my vlogging has managed to spark me back into touch. I was getting in a rut about how and why this was happening. Look how fast I've been typing, my hands are bleeding, jeez. Punching too many walls. I was getting myself into the good old-fashioned programming rut. When you're trying to program and you're not in the mood to program, you don't program very well. That's the rules. And I'd gotten myself into that rut and I was trying to brute force my way out. I need to program that bit tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. And it took me ages. I was spending hours trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I figured out how to initialize something after it had already been initialized, which is some sweet coding. Because what it is you've got to use an array to save the world, like the map. But the problem is arrays are fixed size. You need to know the array at a fixed size. But I don't know how big the map is without running code. But the array needs to be initialized before the code's run. So what I did was I managed to initialize a completely blank array, completely blank, and then I added stuff to it and then locked its size. I think that's what I've done. I might have to check with Gilbert tomorrow. Yeah, Peter agreed with me that it made sense, so it must make sense to a certain extent. Peter is a good lad. But yeah, otherwise, nothing much has happened. But the structure is a lot better now, so I should get more marks for structure and the like. And with structure being better, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to justify the fact that being I'm clearly quite clearly trying to justify that just making it all look pretty is worth the amount of time I've spent on it. Because I do need to pull my finger out. Tomorrow is going to be a heavy programming day as well. Today only the evening was a programming day, which is wrong. I shouldn't have done it that way. So I've got to be doing the same again tomorrow. I want the rest of the game done, apart from AI, by the end of tomorrow, latest. So I guess that means I've got to go to bed. But I've got it so it prints to screen, which is good. I don't know how to lock it in place. All I know is to have to print a new one underneath it. But I don't think that matters to a certain extent. So I'm going to head back. I'm going to head back to the ranch. Get my head down, really. I've been staring at screens too long, I'm getting a headache. Oh, jeez. It's friggin' freezing in here, hence why I'm so bloody... That's it, man. Oh, get all of this. I tried this computer broke on me. It's my friggin' luck today. Ah. Look, this might be the one making the noise. Because look, it's just dormant. My god, it's bloody freezing. But I've got my headphones on, there's ear warmers. And after staying in Lovelace with no windows, I'm gonna make the most of all of this fresh air. But also, my hands are freezing, so I'm fighting myself. Oh man, I need to go to bed. I'm tired, I'm not used to staying up till 2 anymore. Amateur. When are we getting up tomorrow? 8 or 9? I think 8. No, 9 o'clock. I think we can do 9 o'clock. I might stay until 9. So I'm prepared for tomorrow's onslaught on programming as well. I can't hear crap, by the way. Lol. It's my camera. It's odd. No one's in. Well, no one's in. No one's up or awake at this time. For some reason, it's 2 o'clock. And everyone was supposed to be drinking Fatty's birthday thingamajig. I just went into the kitchen, made myself a cup of tea. I'm going to watch some YouTube videos until my hands are fully warmed up. Then I can put moisturiser on the back of them because I'm a little baby. But yeah, it's all really quiet and there's not much of a mess either. We got like a little photo with that photo app from Kat saying that not many people came, and I felt really bad. But I was programming with Peter and I needed to get it done, and I feel really bad because we don't do birthdays in our house. Not really. We don't do like birthday cards or anything. And that's why, well, one, I'm a boy. Boys don't do birthday cards at all. or birthday presents at all. And in our house we don't really do birthday cards. It's only this year that we've done birthday cards because I'm here. We just wake up in the morning like, happy birthday dad. As far as it goes, you know. Jesus, just a million different emails on those bloody computer science programming forums. God, I feel bad for disappearing in programming, but what I needed to do, needed doing, I guess. Hope it wasn't too bad. They probably just had a nice, quiet, relaxing talk about, as opposed to like a mental rave, which they were thinking of. So if anything, it's better. And let's be honest, me, not that much to add to the party. So yeah, yeah boy. Yeah, I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos and go to bed. Warm my hands up very slowly on this nice cup of tea. In my where's Wally mug? Catch you later.